Welcome to the Virginia Peninsula Community College Non-Licensed Vehicle and Equipment Awareness course. This course is designed to increase awareness of the guidelines, procedures, and safety expectations associated with operating non-licensed vehicles and equipment on college property. In this course, we will review program goals, scope of procedures and guidelines, examples of non-licensed vehicles and equipment, registration and assignment processes, health and safety considerations, how these vehicles differ from standard passenger vehicles, operator requirements, operational and safety requirements, monitoring authorized operator status, maintenance, safety considerations, and accident reporting, and the final course acknowledgement and quiz requirements. The goals of this program are to familiarize participants with guidelines and procedures for authorization to operate college or state-owned or leased non-licensed vehicles and equipment. Increase awareness of the functional and operational differences between non-licensed vehicles and standard passenger vehicles. And to promote safe operation practices and awareness of potential hazards. This course does not teach you how to drive or operate non-licensed vehicles or equipment. Completion of this course does not designate you as an authorized operator. Your completion status will be relayed to the Office of Finance and Administration for consideration of operator approval. Let's review the scope of these guidelines and procedures. The college's guidelines provide a standardized process for authorizing operators, monitoring driver status, ensuring safe operation of non-licensed vehicles and equipment. Non-licensed vehicles and equipment include, but are not limited to, golf carts, utility vehicles, forklifts, man lifts, vehicles with cranes, grounds and facility maintenance equipment, liftgate vehicles, vehicles with dump beds, and dump trailers. These procedures do not apply to motorized wheelchairs or personal mobility assistive devices. In this section, we will share the non-licensed vehicle and equipment registration and assignment process. All non-licensed vehicles and equipment must be registered with facility services. Golf carts are typically assigned to the following college units or departments: the Department of Police Safety and Security, Enrollment Management and Student Success, Facility Services, and Information Technology. Most non-licensed vehicles and equipment are assigned to the Facility Services Department. In this section, we will share health and safety considerations for non-licensed vehicle and equipment operators. Operating non-licensed vehicles may place you near pedestrians or in remote areas of campus. While not currently required, you are strongly encouraged to obtain CPR AED certification, as well as first aid training. You should ensure that you know how to operate a fire extinguisher using the PASS method. PASS stands for pull the pin, aim at the base of the flames, squeeze the handle, and sweep side to side. When emergencies do occur, dial or text 911 immediately and then call the Department of Police Safety and Security at 757-825-2732. Know your surroundings, the vehicle or equipment safety features, emergency shutdown systems, and evacuation procedures before operation. Now, let's take a moment to review vehicle and equipment safety considerations. Do not charge electric vehicles indoors. Fuel equipment only in well-ventilated areas. Review evacuation procedures with passengers. And identify assembly points if evacuation is required. A key point to remember is that this is an awareness course, not a driver or operator certification course, and if authorized to operate a non-licensed vehicle or equipment, you may also be required to complete additional specific training related to a specific piece of equipment. How do these vehicles differ from typical licensed vehicles? They are often smaller, are not built to the same safety standards, have different centers of gravity, are designed for specific tasks, operate at lower speeds. They may roll more easily, have limited or no warning equipment, horn, lights, turn signals, brake lights, etc. Some of these vehicles or equipment may operate silently, while some operate very loudly. And they may carry loads that reduce visibility. It is important to remember that these vehicles never have the right-of-way and often operate close to pedestrians. The college's requirements to operate a non-licensed vehicle and/or equipment include assignment by your supervisor. Sponsored students may operate golf carts only. Operators must be at least 18 years old. Have and maintain a valid Virginia driver's license with an acceptable driving record, as determined by the college. And all operators must complete the required forms and training prior to operating a non-licensed vehicle and equipment. Receive supervisor approval. And use vehicles only for official college business. Non-licensed vehicles must be operated safely and responsibly in accordance with Virginia law, local ordinances, college policies and procedures, and manufacturer guidelines. Non-licensed vehicles and equipment may only be operated for official work purposes. Joyriding and horseplay are strictly prohibited. Before operating any non-licensed vehicles and equipment, conduct a pre-operation inspection. Check for damage or malfunctions. Review controls and operating procedures. And do not operate unsafe or damaged equipment. Let's review information about non-licensed vehicle and equipment operations with regard to pedestrian and pathway safety. When operating on sidewalks or walking paths, pedestrians always have the right-of-way. Operate at speeds slightly faster than walking. Use warnings when approaching from behind. These may include verbal notifications, horns, public safety vehicle sirens or PA systems, or other appropriate or authorized audible device. All vehicles operating on sidewalks or other walking paths equipped with warning lights, amber or other, shall have lights activated while in pedestrian right-of-ways. There are exceptions to this for public safety vehicles in the performance of specific operations. Avoid operating non-licensed vehicles and equipment near individuals with disabilities or service animals. When it is not possible to avoid operations near individuals with disabilities or service animals, do so with caution, maintain visual contact with the individual and/or service animal, move slowly, and be prepared to take evasive action if necessary. Speed and roadway rules. Not all non-licensed vehicles and equipment can legally operate on public roadways. Whether operating legally on public roadways or operating on college-owned and maintained roadways, ensure that you obey all traffic laws, college requirements, and rules of the road. Do not exceed posted speed limits. The maximum speed is 25 miles per hour in non-licensed vehicles and equipment with seat belts. The maximum speed is 15 miles per hour in non-licensed vehicles and equipment without seat belts. Always obey traffic signs and signals. Between sunset and sunrise headlights, taillights, and brake lights must be operational. Amber warning lights must be activated when equipped. And use hand signals when turn signals or brake lights are not available. In this section, we will share information about parking and load safety. Do not overload vehicles. Secure all cargo. Park away from pedestrian traffic. Never block access points or emergency equipment. And secure vehicles against theft when unattended. Monitor your driving record status. The college participates in the DMV Driver Alert Program to monitor driving records. College licensed and non-licensed vehicle driving privileges may be suspended or revoked for violations, unsafe behavior, or changes in driving status. If your position requires that you maintain the ability to legally operate or drive a vehicle or piece of equipment, loss of this ability may also result in disciplinary action. Non-licensed vehicle and equipment maintenance and accident reporting procedures are the responsibility of the operator, operator's supervisor, assigned unit, and/or facility services. Operators must report safety or maintenance concerns promptly. Never operate unsafe equipment. Report accidents immediately to the Department of Police Safety and Security, and if there are injuries, dial 911 and complete required accident reports within 24 hours. Supervisors must ensure that safe practices are maintained, that operators have completed the required professional development prior to operations, follow up on safety and/or maintenance concerns or work orders, and work within the unit and/or facility services with regard to vehicle needs, repairs, etc. As we approach the completion of this course, there is an additional course safety video requirement. Before completing this course, you must watch an additional required safety video that is linked in this Canvas module. The linked video provides general operational guidance for a variety of non-licensed vehicles and equipment, but does not replace equipment-specific training. To successfully complete this course, you must review all content. Watch this awareness video and the link to the required safety video in their entirety. Complete the acknowledgement of course completion and successfully pass the course quiz. As a reminder, you are not considered complete until all steps are finished. Thank you for completing the Virginia Peninsula Community College Non-Licensed Vehicles and Equipment Awareness course. Your commitment to safety helps protect yourself, your coworkers, our students, and our campus community. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Make safety first and make safety last.